So I just finished having a shower and I have been having contractions since 4. They're not that far apart. I mean, they're far apart, but maybe 10-15 minutes and lasting for about 30 seconds. So I'm not too concerned, but I thought I would just give you guys an update just in case if I go into labour. Okay, so I am having contractions. They're about 5 minutes apart. We're heading to the midwife, well, the maternity unit. So it's 7:30 at night and I have a beautiful baby girl. I didn't vlog because it was so intense. It was such an amazing experience as well. But for now I'm going to have something to eat and I'll check in with you guys very shortly. I'm tired. Night. 3 AM and I've just changed her. Nice knitted beanie, nice knitted shawl. Got the heater going. Panadol, clothes, and bed. So she scared me. She started vomiting in bed. So I had to, I guess, bring her up right and pervert. She's okay. She's been fed. It's 9 hours postpartum. So good for her. And so far so good. I did have to come home because I had no one to look after the kids tomorrow. Which I don't mind. I'll sleep when the kids sleep. So yeah, that's just the update. I can't, cramps getting to me. Officially the first morning feed. She's doing so well. Sleeping and not really crying. And I'm feeling pretty good, although my hair is a bit messy. But yeah, I'm gonna have a shower and I did get changed, but now I'm just changing to this because it's a lot easier to breastfeed. Yeah. 39 weeks, 1 day born. And I guess officially 1 day today. And it's like 10:30, 11 o'clock, sorry. So it's wake up time, feed time. So I gave birth at 39 weeks and 1 day. I did a natural water birth with gas because I wasn't coping towards the end. It was a very intense, best experience I've ever had. I've always wanted to try a water birth, but I'm completely done. I don't want any more kids, so fingers crossed. Anyway, I started getting contractions really, I I don't know, I kind of felt like they were proper contractions. So I started getting contractions, I think, at 4 a.m. Yesterday morning, and then it came every half an hour, one every half an hour, and then after that it was at 7. I started getting them at like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, just like on and off. And then from there, I think from 9 it started getting 10 minutes, and then I called up my midwife at 1, I think, was it 1? 1, yeah, my midwife at 1, and I said, hey, look, I'm getting contractions, they're quite frequent, 10 minutes apart. She said, okay, sweet, let's go into the birthing unit. So I went into the birthing unit and she checked me, and I was 5 centimeters. I was able to handle those contractions pretty well, up until she told me pretty much that I was 5 centimeters dilated. I said to her, okay, I would like to go home because I personally don't like hospitals, and I felt more comfortable being at home. So we came home, sorted out the kids. We had brother and his lovely wife and kids looked after Elijah and Yelena, and what a relief that was, because it was so stressful. Elijah was so upset throughout the day. He was crying, grizzling, just a complete nightmare. And my sister-in-law said that babies, well, he could sense that something was happening. So yes, and then they ended up leaving, and from there things got pretty intense. Every time I'd have a contraction I would cry, I guess because of the emotions of my kids leaving as well. Anyway, as soon as they left, I was like, okay, we need to go to the birthing unit now, because I felt like they were getting so intense. So I think around 2:30 we got to the birthing unit. Everything was okay. I was writing it out. I was doing squats, just obviously trying to open things up. And then once things started to get a bit faster, I jumped in the pool, still trying to open things up. I'm happy and I'm proud of the birthing experience. My midwife was absolutely amazing, and the student midwife was she was so amazing. I can't quite explain it. It was an absolute best experience I've ever had. Also, the hypnobirthing helps me so much. Saying that as well, they were guiding me through and telling me, when I need to push, when I don't. It was just an amazing experience. So eventually things started progressing, and things started getting really, really intense and very quickly. My waters popped naturally, which I've never experienced before. It was a bit scary, but from my experience, if your waters, or if everything just goes naturally, it's a lot better than artificially. I got my waters popped with Elijah, and it was bam, so intense. But whereas this one, it was waters popped in the pool. Amazing. It was absolutely amazing. It wasn't as intense as it was with Elijah. So I highly, highly recommend going water birth if you can. If you want to get that experience, go and have a water birth. It's absolutely amazing. 8 or 9 centimeters, and then I started, having the gas, and I said to Daniel, look, you need to come in with me, please hold me, come in the pool with me, and he did, which was lovely. He came into the pool and he held me and he put pressure on my back, leant back on him as I was, giving birth. And because we didn't know what we were having, when the baby came out, I quickly grabbed her. I didn't tear, or I didn't have any grazes. I didn't have any interventions, which was amazing. So I picked the baby up at the time. I didn't know the gender, and then we both looked at her private bits and obviously saw that it was a girl, and we were emotional. We were so emotional. So she was born at 4 p.m. well 4:44 p.m. on the 1st of September on Father's Day, and we were only there for maybe 2 hours, and then we just came home and then got into a routine, and that's pretty much it. And now we're at home. Daniel's taken 2 kids out for a walk. She's currently asleep. She's changed and fed, so she's resting at the moment, and I am obviously talking to you guys, and now I'm just going to make me a cup of tea and have a snack. And at the moment I'm feeling great, although I've been taking a lot of, I guess, regular Panadol at precise times and precise dosages, because the cramping after giving birth is intense. So happy and so proud of how things went, and I'm so proud of Daniel for supporting me through everything. Like, he was absolutely amazing and such a great support partner. Obviously my mum wasn't there, so that was a different experience as well. So this is day 2. It's not too bad. Kind of like these though. They're not bad, but like, you can tell that I've had kids, which I like. So I'm very proud of them. But yeah, it's a bit flabby at the moment. It's pretty hard waking her up because all she wants to do is sleep. I don't want her to dehydrate, so this is the second night, and it's a lot tougher than the first night. Because my kids are also waking up through the night. Probably a bit TMI, but she's absolutely gorgeous, and I'm so happy. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. It's not exactly a labouring birthing vlog that I wanted, but that's okay. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you guys